Time for another special edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey, and in studio with us today is the ever-lovely Erin Allsop. And she is with Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio. And we're going to talk about Dance for Kids' Sake, right?
Yes, we are. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. We will talk more about Dance for Kids' Sake coming up in just a moment. But first, these words from our friends at Classic Brands. Classic Brands always a sponsor of Dance for Kids' Sake, and
yes, they are.
We have been in a barn, we have been in a gym, and we have been in a parking lot.
Yes, we have.
of all things,
Yep.
But returning back to Ohio University-Chillicothe
Shoemaker Center.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
We're excited to do it the same as last year this time, so it's easier, right?
It is a little. Well, it's a lot easier than it was outdoors, but that day that you
It
had
was beautiful.
it was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, cold, but beautiful.
It was a little nippy, yes. First of all, the reason that we started Dance for Kids' Sake so many years ago, I think 2012 was the first event.
This is the 13th.
13th?
I believe this is the 13th annual.
Gotcha.
So maybe 2011. Anyways.
COVID threw everything
Right.
out for us there. But the reason it started was, in my understanding, that Bowl for Kids' Sake was starting to lose some go. And that was your main. Now, you weren't here at that time, but when you got back on board, Dance for Kids' Sake had become a thing.
Yes.
And it's still a thing, isn't it?
It's still a thing. Yeah, it is our largest fundraiser that raises money for the work that we do with our youth in 5-county area. So we're really thankful that the community continues to enjoy the events. I think it's one of the premier events of our area. It's a fun night to come out, spend some time with your friends, have some good food, and have an interesting show.
and
great
there have
MCs.
been some. I'm sorry.
And great MCs.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. Debbie Bettendorf has been a great addition, and this will be, I think our 7th or maybe 8th year of emceeing the event. So won't be able to dance this year because of the back thing, but maybe next year.
Oh, everyone heard it here.
But you've got some dancers this year, and part of the responsibility of the dancer is to raise some funds. You've given them goals, and some of them are very close to reaching those goals.
I think I actually have one dancer above goal and another approaching, and the others are right in there with it. So this year we have 7 dancers confirmed. There's a possibility that an 8th might show up. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be exciting. But yeah, we have 7 dancers. We give them a goal of $10,000 each so that we can hopefully raise close to $80,000 or $90,000, which is what we've been able to do the last couple of years, which is fantastic for our programming.
No, when we say dancers, so we kind of mean teams, don't we?
Yes.
So I think there's 1 or 2 that are going solo, so to speak, but others have paired, and we've got some husband-wife duos here.
We have a couple of, should we go down through the
Absolutely.
list of who we have? I wrote it out so I don't forget anything. So we have everyone's favorite downtown mailman, former downtown mailman Nathan, and his wife Emily Lovett. We have, Obadiah and Andrea Harris. Younger Obadiah from Kenworth.
Yes, because I can
I've had to
imagine
clarify that.
the older Obadiah dancing would be interesting.
I mean, maybe he's on for next year too.
2025, that'd
Never
be
know.
awesome.
Yep. And then we have a duo of Lauren Baker and Emma Domo. Emma is one of our bigs in the program, so I'm really excited to have that perspective in the dancing mix. We have a duo of Gwen Thomas and Carter Glandon, better known as Dragon, out at AP Prep. So that's a fun duo. We have Yvonne Hooks with her dance instructor, Darren Buskirk. And Yvonne, of course, owns Hooks Pizza on the Hill. So we're excited to have her this year. We have Gregory Rout, co-owner of Salon Niche on 2nd Street. He's going solo with Stacy, I believe. Mm-hmm. So that will be fun. And then we have Danny Boggs, a car salesman. I think he's called the Doc Squad. down in Pike County with Herrnstein.
Herrnstein Chrysler.
So, yep.
Yeah. Very good.
So I think I got all of them. I went out of order, but I think I got all of them.
Yeah, I think you hit them all there. People who have been involved with this before, they talk about it all the time because it was a cool night. You know, you're in the spotlight. It's 90 seconds of a performance, and they have done everything they could to build themselves up to get out in front of
500 people
that you don't know, and it's just a really unique group that gets together. This has been every one of the classes, I think. When the first one was around, I participated in 2012, and that clique is still together.
Yeah. It's a really fun, different experience. So I've told all of my dancers that I hope that they take something enjoyable and memorable away from it for themselves, more than just knowing that they've done a huge thing for our agency and for the kids in our community. Yeah.
I think one of the things that kind of gets lost in all this is all of them do it for, first of all, the fun of it, but the second is the kids. Absolutely. Because they realize the kids need something, and that is people in their lives as matches. And there's a number of kids that aren't matched, and that's where a lot of these funds go to help entertain those kids.
Absolutely. Yeah, so right now on our wait list, we have around 60 kids, which is one of the highest numbers that I've had since I've been the director. And so we are in dire need of more volunteers. But in the meantime, my staff and I are able to participate in activities and take these kids who are waiting on a mentor on an outing or to do something special, just so that they know that there are adults around that they can trust, that care about them, that are willing to give them advice and be in their corner if they would ever need anything. So that is one of the reasons that this funding is so important.
This girl doesn't need patted on the back, but we're going to do it anyway.
No.
You mentioned just over 60 kids that need mentors. I remember the days when it was like 150, 160. So you and your team have done a great job in matching kids. But it also, there's another part to that, volunteers to participate.
Absolutely. Yes, my staff is fantastic. They're amazing. Last year, we made 21 matches, which is the most in any history that I can find for 1 year. So 21 new matches. We are up over 40 in the mid 40s of matches. When I started 3 years ago, we had 21 matches total. So we're really excited about that. That's not just because of me. That's not just because of my staff, but it is because of the community, realizing there's a need and realizing that it doesn't take a lot of time or effort to make a big impact. So that's our new slogan right now. It takes little to be big. So it takes just a little bit of effort, just a little bit of time, just a little bit of money to make a big impact on the life of a child.
That's a catchy slogan.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you come up with that, or is that a national thing?
That's a national thing. I wish I was that creative.
If that was the case, she wouldn't be here, though. She'd be looking for somebody in New York City or something. When we look at the needs that you have right now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is just an observer who's been close to it and watched it. You need a new building one of these days.
One of these days, we're growing out. I have 2 staff members that have to share an office now. So
is that right?
That's good though.
Do they get along?
So far,
okay.
They're both new. But yeah, that is something that in the future we're going to grow out of our space. We don't have enough space to host activities of more than, say, 20 people, and our activities are becoming bigger and bigger. So at some point, that might be in the future.
Yeah. So if you've got some money to donate to Dance for Kids' sake, please do it. But if you've got something to help for a potential building campaign,
that would be amazing.
You wouldn't turn your eyes to that.
Oh, absolutely not.
So, yeah. I'm just trying to get the wheel started here. This isn't the only fundraiser that you have throughout the year. You keep the kids busy, but you also keep your volunteers busy with helping to raise some funds. What other events do you have?
For fundraisers?
Yes.
The other fundraiser is Bowl for Kids' Sake. We are continuing to do that. I don't know how many years Bowl for Kids' Sake has been happening. I think probably since the beginning. It is our second largest fundraiser. We have that every March on a Sunday. And we say that that's our family-friendly event. It's a fun time just to bring the kids to bowl. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad. It's about raising money for the mission. So that is our other big one. Now, I do have a new staff member, Emma Click, actually Emma Sigler. She just got married.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Emma. Exactly. She has been looking at other ways to do small fundraisers. And so we have had days at Raising Cane's, and we did a blood drive with the Red Cross at our agency. We've done City Barbecue and Texas Roadhouse, partner with those events to do smaller fundraisers. And those are great. Those do bring in a few funds, but they are also great just for community awareness to let people know that we're out there, we're doing things, start recognizing our brand so that they start thinking of ways to participate.
I, in fact, had a meeting with Texas Roadhouse here recently, and they're planning a big fundraising event for you earlier in the day on Dance for Kids' Sake Day.
You are the person who told me that was happening.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. I love that. I love to partner with other places locally and other businesses and people in order to raise awareness and to mutually benefit. I think it's a win-win.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything helps as it works together.
Absolutely.
Again, you've got these dance teams that are collecting money and funds right now. You'll most likely be seeing and hearing more about them on their Facebook, social media, and the whole deal. But we'll have them in studio as well here.
Yeah, I think that we're scheduled to come in the week prior to Dance for Kids' Sake or the week of Dance for Kids' Sake so that they can get their face out there a little bit more. And the fundraising doesn't end until the end of the night. So they are all vying to be Children's Champion, which is the person who raises the most money overall for the agency. So everyone wants the title, right? I mean, everyone wants that pride. So I think they'll be excited to get in here and talk more about what they're doing.
Yeah, looking forward to it, and tuxedos and everything. I basically what happens is Debbie Bettendorf gets a dress, decides that's the one she wants, changes her mind, gets another dress, decides, and then we match whatever she's wearing with what I'm wearing. So
perfect.
Or I guess it's the other way around. Looking forward to the event. If people want to buy tables or maybe just individual tickets, how do they do so?
Absolutely. So we do have sponsorships still available. Corporate sponsorships are closing this week. So there's a little bit of wiggle room with that, but I would love to hear from anyone who is interested in corporate sponsorships. And then table sponsorships are available until we sell out. We are over halfway sold, which at this point in the year is closer than what we were last year. Yeah. So I expect that we'll sell out again this year, and I'm very excited about that. You can contact the office at 173 West 2nd Street or 740-773-2447, or email me, Facebook message any of us, and we'll get you hooked up with a table. At this point, we do not have individual tickets. We're encouraging everyone to go together to do a table of 8 and support that way.
Very good.
All of the dancers have that information too.
Yeah, it is a fun night, and I tell you, you can't find this kind of entertainment anywhere outside of Dancing with the Stars. Exactly.
When you have these local celebrities and you want to see what they've got, I mean, It's a fun night. Looking forward to it. October 12th of 2024, 7 p.m. at Ohio University-Chillicothe in the Shoemaker Center, and the doors open up at 5:30. Doors open at 5:30 for dinner. We have food trucks again this year, so we have 5 food trucks that are scheduled to be with us. Your dinner ticket is incorporated with that table ticket. Even better. Even better. Erin Allsop, thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for having me. Sure thing. Thank you for watching and listening here on Litter Media Radio, as well as Litter Media Live.